Good morning, everyone. Welcome today to this day of trying to understand what it means to master self-help through forgiveness. Now, we all go through these patterns of helplessness, and we make it a very strong belief, and then it becomes so set in our minds that we cannot let it go. And you start feeling helpless with many situations that can come up in your life. And sometimes it may be as simple as, I'm not able to take my own medicines. I need someone to give it to me. Such a simple thing. Because you want thereby to be in a permanent state of helplessness. But this helplessness, where does this come from? So today, we'll explore how self-help begins with forgiveness. Most of the helplessness we carry is not intentional. Yeah, it enters slowly, quietly, and it may come through fear, through pressures, either of work or of family or of relationships or financial. It can come through expectations of others from you, and your own expectations from yourself. And there are moments where we don't know or didn't know how to help ourselves. And because we didn't know, we thought, I can't do it. I'm helpless. And that would have frustrated you, maybe made you angry, maybe made you feel restless. Maybe there would have been a lot of, guilt. A lot of things can come up. So, with one thing that we are holding on to, that is helplessness, we are creating so many other patterns, beliefs, conditionings in our life that we are not aware of. But they slowly creep into our being, and once they are there, not so easy to get rid of it, right? So, if I say forgiving yourself and others for allowing helplessness to enter your space, if you do that, to forgive yourself and others, you might say, why others? Why not? Because maybe they said and did things, or maybe situations happened in your life in such a way that that energy brought in helplessness in you. Now, probably the intention was not that. The universe has designed each of us individually, and each of us, as I keep repeating, has come with our own story. And in that story, the role that others play or situations play in your life has been there for you to learn, not to just drown in helplessness, but to be in a position where you can practice self-help. When you fall on the ground, you don't wait for somebody else to come and pick you up. Now, as a child, it's different. You get up yourself. You may be hurt. You may have bruises. But you won't go on saying to yourself, I'm the only one who suffers. It could have been an accident. It could have been something where you were not, paying attention. You were not focused. So there are many, many reasons that can help us understand that self-help is the only way, it's the most profound act that you can do to yourself. And in the process, whatever you have been holding on within yourself, You have to forgive yourself for holding on to it or creating those patterns in yourself or judging others and blaming others for things that happened in your life. You invited it. You meant it to be part of your story. But the soul experience is to allow yourself to let go. And what is the way to let go? Is to seek forgiveness for yourself for holding on or generating such emotions, and forgiving others for giving you those patterns or being the reason for you feeling the way you do. So you are not here to judge yourself. You are here to support yourself and release what has been weighing you down, what is holding you down, what is making you feel stuck, what is making you feel procrastinate, stagnate, so many things, right? So you have to forgive yourself for that. How many of you agree with me with what I have said? Just give me a thumbs up or something. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now I just want you are now in the awareness space. That awareness has been created. And while I'm speaking to you and you are listening to me, listening properly, feel your breath settling into a calm rhythm. Feel yourself becoming open, receptive, and supported. Why am I saying this right now? Because you're still in your conscious mind space. So do this. Feel your breath settling into a calm rhythm. Don't close your eyes right now. You don't need to. You just need to be there to feel your breath settling into a rhythm. Feel yourself becoming open, receptive, and supported. So, when we start feeling like this, let's look at scenarios that are around us that make us hold on to helplessness. For example, when you automatically took on more responsibilities than you can handle, leaving no room for your own needs. What were you trying to prove to yourself or to others? Right? So when you left no room for your own needs, that's when helplessness quietly came into your life. When there are expectations of others, maybe from your own self also, I have to meet these deadlines, I have to do it, I have to do better than others, I have to. So many have tos keep coming. Look at my hands, I have to, I have to. I'm closing my energies when I'm talking like this. So when expectations feel very overwhelming, and you know you can get support, but you don't ask for it, what do? You keep absorbing that pressure. And you start believing that you should manage everything. Because probably you think that is the expectation of others also from you. Or my image will suffer if I show that I am vulnerable by asking for support. So you allow yourself to be in that helpless state of feeding your own expectations. Yeah? Let's look at relationships. When you kept quiet or silenced your own discomfort just to keep the peace, you did not allow yourself to speak. Maybe in the wisdom of what you thought was correct was actually something which was making you become a victim of suppression, mental, emotional, physical suppression. Because if I say something, there will be hangama. people are not going to respond correctly. The same thing can be said with quiet calm also. That is something we have to practice. But when you silence your own discomfort, what are you doing? You are slowly allowing helplessness to grow. And when you have old beliefs, conditionings, or inherited patterns that always told you that remaining helpless keeps you safe, loved, and accepted, जितना चुप रहोगी उतना ही अच्छा रहेगा तुम्हारे लिए. You're going to a new house and a new family. Don't start voicing yourself, because then they will love you better if you just keep quiet. And many other forms. You don't need to speak loudly, voice out anything in front of your elders. And you want to say something, you want to share, not as a fight. But you have been conditioned कि बड़ों के सामने मुंह नहीं खोलते. Now, I'm not advocating that you have to start fighting or start being rebellious. I'm talking of a point where you were just not allowed, or you are not being allowed to express yourself. And you may be doing the same to your children, that don't speak loudly in front of elders, don't do this, don't do that, and frustrating them and frustrating yourself. And what is it doing to you? It is exhausting your spirit. And when your spirit is feeling exhausted, that helplessness is really something overpowering. So, what does forgiveness do? Forgiveness helps us to withdraw permission. I don't need permission for certain. I decide, I choose, I let go, I surrender. That is the permission. And it helps you to withdraw permission from all the places, all the scenarios, all the situations where helplessness was unintentionally welcomed by you without realizing. Yeah? So today, let's forgive ourselves for all that we have been holding on. And let each affirmation be an act of reclaiming your power and clarity and your capacity to help yourself with compassion. A very strong element in our growth. Compassion. So, take a deep breath, slowly. Exhale. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath, slowly. Exhale. Breathe in again. And breathe out a long breath, releasing all that you may be holding on within yourself. Feel your muscles and your body relaxing, your shoulders becoming loose. Your hands are absolutely relaxed. Your body is relaxed. There is no strain that you are allowing yourself to hold on to. Place one hand on your heart. Feel the rhythm of your heart as it is ready to open up today to allow forgiveness to enter and cleanse all your chakras of all those thoughts, feelings, emotions that you have been holding on to. Return to normal breathing. Invoke your healing masters, healing guides, healing angels, your higher consciousness, radical consciousness, love consciousness, prosperity consciousness, your teachers, mentors, gurus, and guides. Seek their assurance, seek their guidance, seek their support, seek their partnership in helping you, allowing you, guiding you to release all that is not meant to be in your space as your journey to connect to the superconsciousness and the primary source energy continues to be easy and effortless. Collect all your personal thoughts wherever they are in the universe. See them, feel them entering you, centering you. And when you feel centered and aligned, take another deep breath to retain it and recite with me or after me. I forgive myself and others for allowing helplessness to take root in my space. I forgive myself and others for allowing helplessness to take root in my space. I forgive myself and others for allowing helplessness to take root in my space. I forgive myself and others for not knowing how to help myself where I needed support. I forgive myself and others for not knowing how to help myself when I needed support. I forgive myself and others for not knowing how to help myself when I needed support. I forgive myself and others for believing I was powerless when I actually wasn't. I forgive myself and others for believing I was powerless when I actually wasn't. I forgive myself and others for believing I was powerless when I actually wasn't. I forgive myself and others for absorbing pressures that were never mine to carry. I forgive myself and others for absorbing pressures that were never mine to carry. I forgive myself and others for absorbing pressures that were never mine to carry. I forgive myself and others for letting fear guide my decisions. I forgive myself and others for letting fear guide my decisions. I forgive myself and others for letting fear guide my decisions. I forgive myself for placing my needs below everyone else's. I forgive myself for placing my needs below everyone else's. I forgive myself for placing my needs below everyone else's. I forgive myself and others, thinking I had to struggle to prove my worth. I forgive myself and others for thinking I had to struggle to prove my worth. I forgive myself and others for thinking I had to struggle to prove my worth. I forgive myself and others for making room for helplessness through silence or avoidance. I forgive myself and others for making room for helplessness through silence or avoidance. I forgive myself and others for making room for helplessness through silence or avoidance. I forgive myself and others for holding on to old patterns that kept me stuck. I forgive myself and others for holding on to old patterns that kept me stuck. I forgive myself and others for holding on to old patterns that kept me stuck. I forgive myself and others for believing helplessness was my only option. I forgive myself and others for believing helplessness was my only option. I forgive myself and others for believing helplessness was my only option. I forgive myself and others for not trusting my own strength and inner guidance. I forgive myself and others for not trusting my own strength and inner guidance. I forgive myself and others for allowing guilt to overshadow my choices. I forgive myself and others for allowing guilt to overshadow my choices. I forgive myself and others for allowing guilt to overshadow my choices. I forgive myself and others for surrendering my power in difficult moments. I forgive myself and others for surrendering my power in difficult moments. I forgive myself and others for surrendering my power in difficult moments. I forgive myself and others for repeating inherited beliefs that kept me small. I forgive myself and others for repeating inherited beliefs that kept me small. I forgive myself and others for repeating inherited beliefs that kept me small. I forgive myself and others for mistaking helplessness for humility or safety. I forgive myself and others for mistaking helplessness for my humility or safety. I forgive myself and others for mistaking helplessness for my humility or safety. I forgive myself and others for fearing judgment for becoming strong. I forgive myself and others for fearing judgment for becoming strong. I forgive myself and others for fearing judgment for becoming strong. I forgive myself and others for keeping myself quiet when I needed support. I forgive myself and others for keeping myself quiet when I needed support. I forgive myself and others for keeping myself quiet when I needed support. I forgive myself and others for letting external pressure replace my inner clarity. I forgive myself and others for letting external pressure replace my inner clarity. I forgive myself and others for letting external pressure replace my inner clarity. I forgive myself and others for ignoring my own needs to maintain peace. I forgive myself and others for ignoring my own needs to maintain peace. I forgive myself and others for ignoring my own needs to maintain peace. I forgive myself and others for carrying helplessness from my past experiences into my present. I forgive myself and others for carrying helplessness from my past experiences into my present. I forgive myself and others for carrying helplessness from my past experiences into my present. I forgive myself and others for holding myself to impossible expectations. I forgive myself and others for holding myself to impossible expectations. I forgive myself and others for holding myself to impossible expectations. I forgive myself and others for underestimating my ability to help myself. I forgive myself and others for underestimating my ability to help myself. I forgive myself and others for underestimating my ability to help myself. I forgive myself for forgetting that the divine help works through me when I choose to support myself. I forgive myself for forgetting that divine help works through me when I choose to support myself. I forgive myself for forgetting that the divine help works through me when I choose to support myself. Take a slow breath in gently. Let that breath be very expansive. Breathe in and exhale slowly. Feel the lightness beginning to open within you. Keep doing that, breathing an expansive inhale and gently letting it out. Notice the lightness. Forgiveness clears away the fog that helplessness creates. And as the fog lifts, your strength begins to return quietly and steadily in every cell, every fiber, every muscle, every tissue, every organ, and every chakra of your body. You do not need to force anything. You just need to allow yourself to experience it beautifully, sensibly, and with a lot of gratitude. And when you feel that you have absorbed it, you just have to simply breathe, simply receive, simply allow yourself to come back to your natural power of knowing that you can self-help yourself, one breath at a time. And as we come to a close, feel how much more space you have within you. The space where once guilt was living, the space where you felt a lot of pressure, the space where helplessness held on to a lot of your energy. The space is now filled with clarity, with choice, and the gentle truth that you can help yourself, moment by moment, breath by breath. Forgiveness is not about forgetting, it's about freeing, it's about returning your own power back to you. Now just place your hand on your heart again and just take a deep breath and say to yourself, I remain open to divine help as I help myself. With soul's love, I remain open to divine help as I help myself with soul's love, I remain open to divine help as I help myself. And from now onwards, carry this strength, carry this clarity, and carry this ease with you through your day and through your life. You are not helpless, you are healing, and you are helping yourself beautifully. Take a deep breath in to absorb this. Rub your palms together, massage your face, your scalp, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your body. Feel yourself being totally grounded, connecting to Mother Earth. And when you feel a sense of completion, grounded, you can open your eyes. Take your time. Any thoughts, any feelings, any questions, any experiences, any emotions, or anything that went through your mind while you did this? Please raise your hand and we'll talk one by one. Yes, Revati.
Actually, it helped me so much because in my unawareness, I had made helplessness my armor. The
Mm-hmm.
sense that unknowingly I would get this helpless look. क्या हो जाएगा? Anything off, and the look would come on my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say, I am not helpless, but the look was, there is a word called pavam in Tamil, okay? Bechari. So instantly my son would say, Arey, why this look on your face? Why are you looking so helpless? Ki you need someone to come and help you like that. But see, he's aware of that, of my emotions which is going on my face. But in my unawareness, I'd accepted as a reality.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
now I know this helplessness is not a shield. It is not helping me in any ways.
yeah.
And I can help myself. And I can actually display it in my expressions. So
Awesome.
my expressions will speak for me that I am capable of taking care of myself. The universe is helping me.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for making me realize this.
Thank you, Revati. Thank you. It's the masters who are guiding us, and it is definitely everything at work today. When the consciousness is open to it, then we start receiving with equal love and affection and integrity. Yeah?
Thank
So it is great. Thank you for your
you.
input. Thank you. Yes, Snigdha.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
So when you said the entire recitation was very nice, and when you said, come back to your power, I wanted to take my rightful position and my power, and
Mm.
I could see myself connecting with the divine and how the divine is within us, helping us through and through, and just taking that. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Yeah, the divine is always there within us. Our universe is all there within us. We are the ones who don't recognize it. We are the ones who don't honor it. We are the ones
Mm.
who ignore it. And then we blame the world for everything that is happening in our lives. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is not needed.
Even till then the sense was that I have to, like, yeah, I'm a channel for divine grace, but
Mm.
this was another level where it said, you are divine yourself, the help is within you. And I
Absolutely.
said, yeah, sometimes we forget that.
Awesome. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Srinda. Thank you. Anyone else would like to say something? Okay, let me read what's in the group. Pratiksha, you with your hiding actions, you need to come out in the open now. Enough is enough. You need to be, you're in all the recitations, but you just write all the time. So, this is the universe telling you that come out, accept yourself, and be out there in the world. So, what did you write? Last night, these thoughts were going through my head, and I could not sleep. And I was mulling over it, and you converted my thoughts into affirmations today morning. All right, thank you very much for that. But now you need to start voicing yourself to be heard by others also. Okay, not hiding behind a screen. Okay, Yeah, I'm just joking. It's up to you, of course. But yeah. Yes, Ramandeep.
Ma'am,
Yes.
actually, for many months I wanted to start going to a gym,
Mhm.
but then I was feeling very helpless. Like, how will I go? Because it's little far. I mean, walking would take some time. Though there is a bike and I can take the bike, but then I just didn't want to. There was so much of reluctance,
Mhm.
and I can even take a rickshaw. I can even walk it up if I want. But I don't know. I was feeling so helpless that I don't have anybody to take me to the gym, or there is no gym close by. That's why I can't go to the gym. And it went on, and finally I said enough is enough, and I just enrolled. And then somehow I also got the confidence to just take my bike and go there.
Yeah.
So then it's like I had to help myself.
Absolutely, self-help, you see. And thank you for your example because this just proves it, the reluctance, the thing that, there's nobody to take me. How can I do it on my own? I mean, we keep creating these beautiful stories, we can make a whole Bollywood film out of it, with all the, restrictions that we keep putting on ourselves. But yes, and you decided enough is enough and you took charge and there you are. And I'm sure you're going to start enjoying your gymming so much that you're going to say, why did I ignore it for so long?
Exactly, exactly. I'm already, otherwise every morning I would be sitting at home, it's like, okay, from tomorrow I'll join, next week I'll join. Now that I've been going for 10 days, I'm enjoying. The whole day feels very nice
Uh,
because of that nice beginning.
awesome. Yeah.
And I ensure I'm back before the recitation starts.
Lovely, lovely. Yeah. Anyone else would like to add anything? Yes. Where are you? You're looking lovely.
First of all, yeah, this helplessness thing, I think even you might be has been coming to me from day one, like when those summit had started, I think March 25, and it has so many times it has come up, 4 5 times in the what do you say, open house, everything. So thank you so much. Like thank you, I don't know, and like to tell you, I don't know. See, myself, Varsha, and all. Last night, we have come down from Maavatar Baba's caves
Hmm.
last night. We were there in the morning.
Wonderful. Hmm.
Okay, and so now I was having, yeah. So now I was having a breakfast here in a restaurant all by myself, and I said, "Let me know." I didn't know. I've not seen the topic also. I just joined in, and it was all about helplessness and the divine blessings and forgiving. Everything is, those dots are just fitting in. So I stopped at the corner. I stepped off the restaurant just to talk to you, to
Wonderful.
express my gratitude to everybody.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's like, I mean, just in tears to express my
Uh,
gratitude.
I can
Thank you,
see,
ma'am.
I can
Okay.
see you're really overwhelmed, and it's a beautiful feeling. I can feel that. And
Uh,
yeah, Mahavtar Babaji made it possible for you. See, you go visit him, he makes things happen because that's the masters. He's one of the divine masters. And this happens because you decided to, well, just decide, because and do things and take charge on your own. So fantastic, Darshana. Continue. And yes, you will be on the path where you say, Mahavtar Babaji, why did I ignore you for so long? Yeah.
yeah. No, and if I'm not taking much of your time, like we went to Nimkarol Baba and Mahauta Baba. And within this, I think March onwards, I've been associated with Radical. And so fast it has been, I
Awesome.
read this autobiography of Yogi long, long, long back. And it just, it's so fast, it's happening, the connection. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So thanks for this example, Darshana,
Chal.
because when you shift, things around you definitely start shifting. We
Yeah.
keep talking about it, but that shift has to happen from within us. So you are doing that shift, you are feeling that shift. So then everything around you also starts feeling that it is shifting. Great. Enjoy your trip, have a great time, and yeah, see you back in Bombay.
So we are going back to Delhi now.
Oh, you're going to Delhi. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Anyone else would like to add something? Okay. So thank you very much, all of you, for being here. And tomorrow is Fulsome Friday. I don't know if it's a holiday tomorrow, I'm not sure. If it's not a holiday, we do Fulsome Friday. Otherwise, see you on Monday at 10 a.m. for the recitation. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.